My kids were mid-cannonball when she showed up. Arms folded like she was about to file a police report. Eyes locked on our inflatable unicorn like it had personally insulted her HOA handbook. "This pool violates community aesthetics," she said, her voice sharp enough to pop the flow a tie. Now, I get it. Some people aren't fans of noise or fun or children acting like children. But this wasn't some Vegas pool party. It was a tiny splash zone for my 5- and 7-year-old in our fenced backyard on a Saturday in 90-degree heat. But Karen lives for rules, especially the kind she makes up. That afternoon, she marched across 3 lawns in wedge sandals, slapped a laminated notice on our door, and declared, "You have 24 hours to remove the offending water structure, or face HOA penalties." I blinked. The offending what? She pointed to our pool like she'd just discovered radioactive waste. I almost laughed, until I realized she was dead serious. So I did what any rational parent would do. I packed up the pool. Then I started shopping. Not for a lawyer, not for an HOA appeal, but for a commercial-grade water slide. If Karen wanted to make a spectacle out of a harmless kiddie pool, then I was going to give her the biggest, splashiest, most neighborhood-distracting spectacle she'd ever seen. Complete with bubble machines, rainbow sprinklers, inflatable palm trees, and an ice cream truck I may or may not have bribed with $200 to show up every afternoon for a week. Why? Because I read the HOA guidelines cover to cover, and nowhere did it say anything about water parks. Turns out, if it's not a permanent fixture, and it's used seasonally, it's fair game. So Karen wanted to play HOA hardball? Fine. I brought a dunk tank. The next Saturday, the neighborhood kids came in waves. I had music playing at a respectful volume, kids laughing, parents chatting in lawn chairs. It was the most joy our street had seen in years. Then Karen came storming out in her visor and matching clipboard. She tried to shut it down again, but this time, she was met with applause. Turns out, I wasn't the only one fed up with her petty power trips. The parents were tired of her complaint emails. The teens hated her patrols. Even her own husband was seen helping himself to a snow cone. And when the HOA president arrived, yes, she actually called him, he just stared at the scene and said, "Looks like fun. As long as no one's breaking rules, I don't see the problem." Karen's face? Priceless. She stormed off, but not before tripping over a sprinkler shaped like a dolphin. That night, I got a note in my mailbox. Not from her, from 3 neighbors. "Thanks for the best day of summer." And that's when I realized, sometimes the best way to fight petty rules is with joy so loud, it drowns them out. So if you've ever had to deal with a Karen trying to kill your fun, don't just get even, get creative. Hit that subscribe button if you're here for petty justice with a twist of fun. And drop a justice served in the comments if you're team water park.